We're speaking with Matthew Tranter from Tranter Lawyers. Matthew, it's good to see you not in your sailor suit.
Yeah, I feel a bit naked with being not in the outfit.
Now, we're talking about marketing, and what has been the main focus of your marketing this year?
It's probably twofold. Obviously, we have a big focus on retaining existing clients, and retention is sort of like the new acquisition. So there's a lot of low-lying fruit, so we try and do a lot of things with our existing clients, whether it be a newsletter that we send out and we try and make that creative so that it makes them interested in it. And also there's specific markets that we're also trying to attract, as far as doctors and physiotherapists or pharmacists. So we're trying to do some direct mail to those niche markets and tailoring some marketing towards them.
Yeah, excellent. So you've had some great results with your marketing. What do you believe has made your marketing so successful?
Well, there's probably a couple of factors. One is having an automated system so that it just happens by itself. I've got the team, they know that they've got certain things that have to be out by certain days, and with the worry dial letter that we use, every week there's 10 letters go out to our existing clients, and if we think there's going to be a lull in the next couple of weeks, we'll just increase that to 20. So there's always things happening, and always remember someone said the most important word in business is next, so it's always making sure that that's all happening. The other side is also being creative and being that little bit different to other people. With the newsletter, our first page has got nothing to do with the law. It's either something silly I've done, something my children have done, anything. And we've got clients that stop us in the middle of the street saying, when's the next one coming out? That they only read that first page, and it's like the gorier the newsletter is, the more reaction we get. So, and people don't expect that from their legal person, that all of a sudden they're talking about how sick they got on a trip outside the heads in a boat and seasickness and all the rest of it. So trying to be creative also helps. With the newsletter, we send it out not via email, because so many people these days get email newsletters. So again, we're trying to go against the grain. So the combination of being creative, thinking outside the box, and then with that having the automatic systems in place and doing lots of little things all makes a big difference.
Yeah, excellent. You have an extensive marketing plan in place. Specifically, how does this plan help you with your marketing activities?
It's the automation side of things, whereby I know that things are being done, that you can come up with an idea, and it's about delegation. So obviously you can come up with the idea and work on it, but then you can give that to someone else to make sure that it's all happening. We've got over 10 things that we're working on all at the same time. So the fact that each staff has their own little thing that they're doing, and then we have our team meetings to work out, okay, what's the next thing that we can be doing, all makes a huge difference. Because, and as you've taught me, as far as it's all about leverage. So the more leverage I can get to other staff to do the things that I want them to do, the more time it leaves me to be creative and to come up with new marketing ideas.
Yeah, you're a good boy, I like that answer. The other thing here, and one thing you mentioned, there's about 10 things going on at once, and that's why you won the award for our business for the best marketing award for all of our clients. From B&I to referrals to strategic alliance partners, from business chambers speaking, from your newsletters, from your direct mail letters to client base, to direct mail to different markets out there. You've always got something on, so it's a real credit to you, Matt. You know, what would you say to the top 100 business coaches in the world about the importance of planning in marketing?
Well, the first thing would be practice what they preach, because that's something that you've taught us, that unless you know where you're going or who you want to attract, there's no point starting. Be focused, be creative. I love the creative side of things, and that's where a lot of the fun comes in. Because if you're doing something that everyone else is not doing, then you're more likely to be noticed. And in today's market environment, that is just so important. There's no point doing this great piece, etc., if no one hears it or no one sees it, etc. So often that creative side of things. And I always remember a story in regards to a fellow who was going to apply. He wanted to work at Colgate, and he saw a job advertised, and he just missed the time frame. He rang up to see whether he could still apply, and they said, no, you can't do it. But he never gave up. So what he did was he had his resume screen printed on a t-shirt, and he got it wrapped up and put into a Colgate toothpaste box and send that to the marketing department. Sure enough, he got an interview and he did get the job. But it just shows sometimes thinking outside the box can make a huge difference. So be creative, have that automated process in place, use the leverage of your team, and practice what you preach.
Matt, thank you very much. So top 100 coaches in the world, Matthew Tranter, thanks very much for your time, buddy.
Pleasure.